few Trinny London in there.
You
might find. Listen, she is a beauty entrepreneur, a much-loved This Morning family member. We adore her, don't we?
We do.
We do. And last night, our very own Trinny entered the Dragon's Den.
And the beauty mogul herself joins us now to tell us more. Dragon's Den!
Oh,
what a moment!
You've arrived, haven't you?
Oh, really?
You looked incredible, by the way.
It was all right.
When you walked in.
But it was such good fun, and I was a bit nervous.
Yeah.
Usually, you know, I'm long in the tooth on telly, but they're amazing dragons, and they've been there a long time, and they were so welcoming and so nice, and so excited I was there, which makes you feel so happy to be there.
What do you know? Do they brief you? Do you know who you're going to see?
You have no idea.
No idea. Walking through the door.
And so you start, and the lady who not won, but who, you know, got the investment was not the one in the order in which we did it, because that's telly.
Yeah.
But we started, and you just kind of... One of us will start the questions, and then it goes round like that, and then it's opened up for whatever thing. So, first of all, you think, how quickly can I step in or
you
not?
Just get in there,
and then
you
just start... And then you think somebody can ask a question that I'll ask or not, you know. But it was good, and it's very nerve-wracking to be up there. I know how nerve-wracking it is to be up there.
I mean, you've been in business a long, long time. Yeah. If you had gone into the Den back in when you were starting out and asked for an investment, who would you wanted to back?
That's such a good question. I don't know. Maybe Sarah. I think Sarah's done beauty investments. Deborah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd say any of them sort of, but perhaps because it was, direct to consumer online, maybe not Tuka.
Right.
Yeah, what's the deal with
that?
Can you explain what that means?
All right, so I'll tell you what happened.
So
what happened is he was sort of challenging this woman, saying you're doing a lot direct to consumer and you're growing as a business, you haven't made money yet. So when you're a business that's online, you're getting customers, you have to grow that business.
Yes.
And, you know, she got a little bit of investment, so she was growing the business. And he was a little bit, I don't think there's a future in that business. And I was thinking, that's 75% of my business. It's what a lot of businesses in the UK are. They do online, mainly. And so I was like...
Why is she saying there's no future? Because it would appear to me that's the growth industry.
Because that was his opinion, and I've known him for 30 years. We have to just know what goes on behind the scenes. I've known him for 30 years.
Yeah.
And so
I felt... It, didn't you?
I felt I could challenge him because I knew him, and I was like, come on, Tuka, you know. And...
it was great TV.
It was really fun to do, actually, but it was not... You know how sometimes things are for television? This is just what happens. It's just like you're having a chat, there's somebody in front, they're pitching you a business, and you're thinking, and you've got probably 45 minutes, an hour with them, because it's cut down, to really decide, in that moment, do you invest in that business? And it was precious money for me, because I'd done this course with BBC Maestro on thriving in business, and what they paid me for that was the little pot of money I was going to use to invest. So it was quite precious where I put it.
Yeah.
You know, and it was... You know, when you go on a show like that, you have a commitment that they will expect you to invest in something.
Yeah.
And you partly thinking, I might invest in this person, but I don't know what's coming, so therefore I've got to hold my fire a little bit? Or do you... Like, is that instinct or...?
No, I think as soon as you feel there's somebody in front of you and you think, as a person, they've got drive and determination, and I love the product they're doing. So Laura had, a plastic-free cleaning thing, and I thought, I really want to learn about plastic-free, and I want to learn about what that is. So... I loved it, and she was so feisty, and I could tell she was really hardworking and researchy. You've got to have that balance, you know.
Yeah.
And when you're an entrepreneur, and she had it.
What do you like to specialise in? Is it women-based products? Is it women?
It's definitely women, because
and led by women as well.
Led by women, because there's some sort of stats. It's slightly boring stats, but they're really important stats. So probably between 3 and 5% of every pound invested is into women as female founders, which is really tiny.
Yeah.
And if you just think about how many women out there are trying to start businesses, and if they have a stage, a lot of people, you know, I bootstrapped, I sold my house, I sold my clothes, I started my business that way, and after a while, I then fundraised. But I saw 250 people before I got one investment, you know, and...
So imagine if you had given up on 249.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do we change that, Trinny?
I think we change it by... I do this little thing online on my channel called Elevator Pitches. So I get women to come into my office, and in the elevator, which is 3 stories, they have to tell me about the business, and I put it on stories, and then we do links to their businesses.
What a great
about
idea.
giving... It's 2 things. It's about making any woman feel, whatever age she is, that she could start a business, because I started at 50.
Yeah.
And it's also thinking that how can we actually over-index on women, so how can the government help to do better opportunities for people to invest in women's business with maybe a tax rebate or something, just to kind of support that industry and grow it and make it a little bit more equal.
Brilliant. God, I could talk to you all day about this.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us. You were great on Dragon's Den. I loved it.
You can watch Trinny's episode of Dragon's Den right now on...
Thank you for visiting our This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out, and we'll see you in the morning.